Happy hump day. Jalen Brunson goes under in 4 quarters. Thanks a lot, Maxie. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and I am hurt. I'm deeply hurt right now. This is sports betting, but my goodness, that Brunson play. If you didn't watch it and you only saw how many points he had, you probably think it was a terrible bet, but that's not the case, guys. He played 51 minutes. I was not anticipating that because that's not how long games are. They're shorter than that. The Knicks absolutely blew it. They shouldn't have went to overtime, but anyways, Tyrese Maxey pulls up from the logo, almost half court, drains a three, and the game goes into freaking overtime. I knew it was over after that. Once it went into overtime, and if sure enough, he scored 9 points in overtime. He had 31 after 4 quarters. What else can I do? He went 5 points under what I needed. So it is what it is. That's how that works. So anyways, 1-on-1 day, not terrible. Also, Jared Allen, late scratch. That came out of nowhere, which is really weird to see in a humongous playoff game. But somehow the Cavs pulled that game out as well. But anyways, let's get into it today. MLB Best Bets video will be out right after this video, so be sure to go check that out. I'm ready. But before we get started, we have a new Jabbo MVP, baby. Let's pull it up. All right, there it is. Thank you very much at the Half Man TL. We appreciate the support and thank you for becoming a Jabbo MVP. If you want to become an MVP as well, it's only $2.99 a month. It's just a way to give back for all the work we put in. If we give you any entertainment or help with your bets, we would really appreciate it. Obviously, Discord's free. Everything else is free. But just click that link below this video to hit join. You get prioritized replies, emojis, badges, shout out, things like that. Just some little perks. So anyways, thank you for joining. And now I'm ready to get into it. So we got a 2-game slate. It's a small NBA slate today. As you know, as we've done from day one of the NBA season, before we start everything, we got a dad joke. And again, I'm trying not to run dry here, but every single day, it's tough to find. But here we go. I got one. Someone asked me where my sister goes hunting. I said, Alaska. They said, never mind. I'll ask her myself. That's not bad. Okay, that can't be that bad. Anyways, in this video, we're going to recap yesterday, 1-on-1 day, key stats for the 2 games we have today, and then go over our best bets, and then finish it with the bets recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to 24,000 subscribers. Let's get into it, and it starts with the recap. All right, there it is, the 1-in-1 day, and we already talked about it. Jalen Brunson under 35.5 points. He scored 31. That was beautiful. But then they have this thing called overtime because it's not soccer, unfortunately. So they lost thanks to Maxey hitting a deep 3. But anyways, that is the loss of the day. But Jared Allen, 10+ rebounds. Tyrese Maxey, 23+ points. Jared Allen did not let me down. That's right. We did not lose this bet because he was a late scratch, like we already talked about. Maxey should have just taken his over points. My goodness, he was unbelievable. And what a huge win by the Philadelphia 76ers in Madison Square Garden in overtime. That was huge. So anyways, 1-on-1 day. It is what it is. Obviously, the second bet is a smaller win, not a huge win. So just a rough one. Should have been a 2-0 day. Jared Allen should have played, but shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, however you want to say it. 19-20 playoff record. There's a season record that we had. And now I'm ready to get started. And of course, that means we talk some key stats. All right, we got 4 key stats I wanted to go over for you. If you are new, I like to just talk rebound chances, potential assists. It's kind of like shot attempts for rebounds and assists. So Paul George, he had 8 dimes last game and only 9 potential assists. That's a pretty lucky game when it comes to assists. And he is averaging 5 dimes on 7.8 potential assists per game this series. It does look like Kawhi is going to be out for Game 5. And then Drew Holiday had 6 dimes on only 8 potential assists last game. And for the series, he's averaging 4.3 assists on 7 potential assists. And then we go to the 2 big men. Daniel Gafford, how about that? Who's ready to bet him? Had only 5 rebounds on 14 rebound chances last game. Call it unlucky or just call it being Daniel Gafford. I'm not sure. He's not that bad of a player. But he is averaging only 3.3 rebounds on 8 rebound chances per game in the series. And then the other big fella, Bam Adebayo, had 17 rebounds on 22 rebound chances last game. That is a very high conversion. And he's averaging 10.5 rebounds on 15.5 rebound chances per game. So, anyways, just some numbers to hopefully help you out. If you are looking for things like this, you go to NBA player stats on NBA.com. You change it to tracking, and then you can go passing or rebounding, then sort the column with potential assists, rebound chances. You can pick how many games, all that kind of stuff. So, some people ask, just want to let you guys know. So, those are the key stats. Now, let's talk some best bets. All right, this segment of the show is brought to you by our sponsor, Better Bet. That's BTR Bet, the best place to find, track, analyze, and share your bets. Click that link below in the description to go check it out. All right, this first one takes us out to Boston as the Celtics host the Miami Heat. Celtics minus 14 with a total of 198.5. It's a surprise whenever you see huge spreads with really low totals, but the Heat have struggled offensively. The Celtics are looking to finally put them away this game. My best bet in this game, you're going to see a theme, and it's an under theme. Give me Jason Tatum under 38.5 points plus rebounds at minus 120 on FanDuel. I am putting a half unit on this play and the second best bet I'm going to give out. I don't love the slate. I'm not going to force one unit plays if I don't absolutely just love them, but I do really like these bets. So this first one, Jason Tatum under 38.5 PRs. He's gone over the or under this line in every single game this series so far. Yes, Kristaps Porzingis will be out, which I think is giving us a discount. It's a little inflated number in my opinion. In the last 20 games in the regular season without Porzingis, Tatum went under this in 14 of those 20 games. I understand Tatum is going to play a few extra minutes than he averages in the regular season, but a lot of those games were also against pretty weak defenses. He's now facing a Heat team, which we know, as Spoelstra always does, his game plan is to take away the number one option, and that has been Jason Tatum, and that's why you haven't seen Tatum just go absolutely off yet. And the Celtics, they're a team that have so many guys. Even without Porzingis, you saw last game, Derek White went off. Jaylen Brown can go off. I mean, they have guys everywhere. They're a very deep team. So without Porzingis, you're going to have Al Horford probably slide into the lineup, and he's still going to be able to grab rebounds. Doesn't mean Jason Tatum's going to get 5-6 more rebounds because Porzingis is out. But with all that said, we also have a blowout potential. That's obvious in this series. 14-point spread, and under is finally our friend in a blowout. So, summary, tough matchup. Going up against the Heat, who actually were also good against power forwards over the course of the season, and they're just going to do anything they can. I don't mind PRAs, but they make Jason Tatum get rid of the ball, so he has a chance to get some more assists, as we've seen in some of these games. So, inflated number, good hit rate still without Porzingis at this number. Blowout potential. Give me Jason Tatum under 38.5 PRs, not PRAs, as my first best bet. All right, this second game takes us out to Los Angeles. We got the Clippers hosting the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks on the road, favored by 3 points. Total in this game, 207.5. I think the Mavericks win, but that's not my best bet. Again, real quick, Kawhi Leonard looks like he is out again, just so you guys know. I'm sure you already do, but I'm going with another under. It wasn't my goal today to go with two unders, but it just happened, and it's a bet I don't bet a lot this year. Give me James Harden under 3.5 threes at minus 125 on DraftKings and ESPN bet. It's a little more juice than this on FanDuel, but again, this is a half unit play for me. The Mavericks have just changed their strategy and how they're defending Harden. We've seen it in the past in his career. They are playing on his left hip and practically behind him because they are trying to avoid him doing a step back three. That's what he does all the freaking time, and they're trying to avoid it. They are making him attack the rim, try to hit floaters, which he wasn't as good at during the season. You know what? You saw it last game. He only attempted 5 threes, and you heard Jason Kidd talk about it after the game. That's their strategy. And they're going to force it because they don't want him just knocking down 6-7 threes every game. So like I said, he attempted 5 3-pointers last game, only 5 because of this strategy. Yes, he hit 4 or 5, so he went over. Okay, but obviously I'm betting volume. You can't count on a guy to just shoot 80% from 3-point line all the time. In the last 20 games, I went back last 20 games in the regular season where he's taken 6 or less threes. I even went up 1 to 6 or less threes. He is under this 3.5 line in 19 of those 20 games. Not a surprise because if he's taking 6 threes, he's probably not hitting 4 of them. Now, he is shooting 50% from 3 this series. That's also not sustainable. Due for negative regression. Does that mean it happens this game? I don't know, but he's not a 50% shooter from 3-point line. But if he does take 6 threes and shoot 50% still, he's still 3 for 6 and under this line. So as long, I can't imagine why the strategy wouldn't still happen because it worked last time. I mean, for the most part, except for he still hit 4 or 5 threes. But that's just the best way to play hard. We've seen it in the past, and he kind of struggled with it. So, the things that could obviously hurt us. Let's talk about all the worries. That's why it's a half unit play. But he could get an easy three in transition somehow, where someone's not set up yet, not playing D on his hip, not in him. He could have a broken play. It could be a tip back offensive rebound right to him for an easy wide open three. There's other ways to hit threes, and I understand that. But with this strategy, when I've already seen it in one game where he took 5 threes, I am not anticipating him to take like 8, 9, or 10 threes. So due to the lack of volume, I'm going to count on him not hitting 80% of his threes, hopefully this time, hopefully taking no more than 6 threes this game. Give me James Harden under 3.5 threes for a half unit. And those are my two best bets. Like I said, I don't love it. And also, by the way, I did go 3-0 in leans yesterday for whatever that's worth. That's pretty good to see. But I hate when that happens when I give out my best bets and then my leans are the ones that absolutely crush it. So if I have any leans or added plays, it will be in the pinned comments, trying to give you guys as much info as possible. But that's all I got for today. So let's check out the bets recap. All right, there it is. Short and tidy. Jason Tatum under 38.5 points plus rebounds at -120 for a half unit. And then James Harden under 3.5 threes at -125, also for a half unit. Again, I may add one more play. If I do, it'll probably be a half unit as well. It'll be in the pinned comments, X, and Discord. And if I have time, I'll get some leans out to you guys as well. Hopefully, we can stay hot with those. But it's May. That's right. It's crazy. Time is flying. Welcome to May 1st. Let's have a great month of NBA playoff betting. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you haven't hit that like button, go hit it and go check out that MLB Best Bets video. So thanks again. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.